Moving on here. Next up, we got Nevada, the latest state to pass a bill to allow assisted dying. This is somewhat a controversial topic, depending on... Well, it's controversial based on the fact that only 9 states have allowed it now. So this is the 9th state to allow assisted dying. It says the state of Nevada is just one step away from legalizing assisted dying for the terminally ill after its legislature passed a bill allowing for them to procure medication that would end their life. SB 239 passed the state Senate in April by an 11-10 vote, skin of its teeth, and was confirmed by Nevada's Assembly by 23-19 on Wednesday. It will now head to Republican Governor Joe Lombardo's desk for his signature. No other governor has vetoed a medicated assisted dying bill. There are currently 9 states that allow for assisted dying, alongside Washington, D.C., California, Colorado, Hawaii, Maine, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Notice something all in common with all of these states and territories? Are they all liberal states and territories? Yeah, they are. With the exception of maybe Colorado, might be considered more of a purple state, but the rest of these states are all blue states. Terminally ill women in Nevada have called on Lombardo to sign the bill into law. Linda Brooks Bracey, a 57-year-old with metastatic pancreatic cancer, I'm not sure if I read that right, who lives in Las Vegas, invited the governor to stay with her in the week before she dies to see what my family has to go through and what I have to go through before you make the decision. So I'm just going to stop here for a second and pose this question. And that question is, why would we not want people to medically end their lives? Why would that be something that would be illegal, is my question. For instance, when we have a pet that's near and dear to our heart, and we have a pet that's aging, and it's suffering and it's in pain, and we can see that it's in pain, and we can see that it's suffering greatly. What do? You don't let the poor dog, well, let's just let nature take its course, and it's in the hands of nature. Let's just let the poor dog suffer out its last days in pain and agony. And no, we don't do that. Okay, we don't do that. It's called euthanization, humane euthanization. It's called we take the animal to a professional, and we end their lives in a dignified way to end their suffering and to allow them to transfer over into whatever happens after we die. We allow them to transfer over with dignity and with respect and with honor. And so my question is, if we allow that for dogs and other animals, why not humans? Why not humans? Why can't a terminally ill person decide that they do not want to receive medical care anymore and they want to go out on their own terms? It's just it really is a confusing contradiction, I guess. So it says, Hannah Olivias, 49, also from Las Vegas, who's living with incurable blood cancer, asked Lombardo to sign the bill as it puts much needed peace in the hearts of patients. The Nevada governor has not indicated whether he will sign the bill. Assisted suicide is a controversial issue across the globe, with medical practitioners having to grapple with a contradiction between their oath to protect life and an ethical belief in affording patients a good quality of life. Campaigners argue that those seeking help to take their own life are often suffering incurable illnesses that cause them ongoing pain or an inability to an inability to live a full life, whereas opponents say assisted suicide could be used corrosively and against a person's will, if, as is sometimes the case, they are unable to express themselves, and contravenes religious beliefs concerning the sanctity of life. Well, guess what? We don't follow the Bible. We don't follow the Bible here in America. Okay, we follow the Constitution. I agree. It's not, there's not a one size fits all approach. There may be cases where people are unable to express themselves, and let me put it this way. I do believe that in order for an assisted death to be put into practice, to be administered, you do need to have the consensus of the family, the person that is asking for the assisted death, as well as doctors. This can't be something that people just start willy-nilly going to do. A drop of a dime, they have some back pain and they could do physical therapy to make it better, and the doctor knows that there's another way that they could improve their livelihood and improve their health condition. I believe that every single measure should be taken to help somebody get better before resorting to an assisted death option, but it should at least be on the table for people. The people who are suffering and the people who are in pain, let's allow them to at least have the decision to make. But unfortunately, assisted dying remains illegal in many countries around the world and is opposed by the American Medical Association. The bill would require that someone age over 18 who is found of sound mind and wishes to end their life make 2 verbal requests and one to a medical practitioner before they can be prescribed life-ending medication. The person taking their own life would have to self-administer the medication if they choose to do so. So here you have it. This bill is going to the governor's desk. It's a practice that 9 states are currently allowing citizens to do. I would like for this to be an option for people to have in all 50 states. And I see no reason as to why it shouldn't be. And I really think that people should begin to start having kitchen table conversations about this issue, because it could reduce a lot of pain and suffering for people that are terminally ill. And I hope it passes I hope the Nevada governor signs it into law. Moving on here.